No.
Thank you for joining in, Trey.
Yep. Always here.
Welcome to the Guys Review, where we review media, products, and experiences. My name is Tucker. With me this week is Trey and Chris. Steven is unfortunately not here. I don't know.
He's got a rash. I didn't say where. I just say he's got a rash.
I think he normally has a rash.
That's what happens when you
do butt stuff with strangers.
Yeah.
You know what? But he's not in last in the college pick'ems.
That's fair.
I would rather be last than have a rash with that stuff.
Still not
I don't know.
last.
I feel like you'll eventually get over the monkeypox.
If you hear us
my
eating stuff,
God.
it's candy corn because it's fall.
Well, have you thought about
That is poor people candy, straight up, sir.
Well, that's all right. I'll eat it straight out of the trailer park. But
What do you mean poor people candy?
That shit is nasty.
But it's not poor people candy.
but it sort of is.
This is Brock's. That's the good stuff.
I mean, I got you. But
Because you can get bad candy corn. There is such thing as bad candy corn, but then you got Brock's.
talking about the ones that have the pumpkins and the chocolate.
That's a harvest.
It is all bad
The
candy
harvest
corn.
mix. That stuff is disgusting.
bad. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's all bad candy
No, I'm
corn.
saying there's all other brands out there, but Brock's candy corn is the best.
Is it though?
Yes. Out of all the candy corn, yes.
I disagree with you, but okay.
No,
It's
I mean, think about it. When it comes to cars, it's like the Cadillac versus the Oldsmobile. I don't want to drive either of them, but
It's fair.
one's better than the other.
I was thinking a Pinto versus a Gremlin, but okay. All right. So before we get started this week, guys, how was y'all's week?
Fantastic. We're not in last place. That's how our week is going in the college pick'ems. Guess who is though? Tucker.
Well, it's
has a
still
point.
very early in football season, so
I mean, you've had 2 weeks, and I literally didn't play half this week.
It's fine. Still got a long way to go.
He spotted you 8 points.
I took a couple of shots on some teams that didn't pan out. Had they panned out, I would be
I
fine.
think
You
it was
picked
more-
Bandy, didn't you?
I did.
You
fucking
picked
pick
Bandy.
I think I spotted more than that.
Bandy
I
was
did
only picked to
fucking
win
pick
2
Bandy.
I
games.
spotted 10 points.
You spotted
4, 3,
2-1. Yeah, you're right. That's 10 points.
Yeah, I did fucking pick Bandy.
Bandy.
God damn
Bandy
it.
was only picked to win 2
Hey,
games this season.
I mean-
they already had their 2 they won.
Yeah, but I'm buying in, man. I think Coach Lee's going to get him something. I just feel like Vandy's going to turn it around.
We're going to figure out the punishment. Are we going to do that as our punishment?
I think we should do.
I would agree
punishment.
to it. I think that
Whoever finishes in last has to come on here for 20 minutes, probably, we'll say.
I feel like that's a pretty good round number.
About 20 minutes has to sit there and tell how
Compliment.
great the other guys are on the podcast.
Well, I mean, I'm fucking awesome. I don't know about you guys, but
I didn't say the winner. I mean, the loser gets to say anything good.
Trey,
But we'll get to write whoever it is, whoever loses. So right now, Tucker's losing. So if he lost, then that means that we'll all get to write about each other, and Tucker has to read it out loud.
Trey,
Talking about
how's your week, buddy?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, well, fuck Chris.
Worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to give me your info so I can start running quotes. I need more practice.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to come see you.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, just sign up, get a quote. It's free. There's no obligation. But if it makes sense, then switch. But I know auto insurance is going up 12% across the board, from all companies.
Fucking yay!
Yeah, all the assholes after the pandemic, they're out driving now, getting in accidents.
Oh, you mean
So
women?
yeah.
God, dude.
Too bad
Fuck,
Steve could
man.
be here for this episode because there's
Fucking 4 minutes and 12 seconds. I got to mark that.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that happens in this movie that
Oh yeah.
Steven can relate
I feel
to.
like we need some bleeps.
No shit.
That'd
A
be
bleep
a pretty
button?
good thing. Yeah, we need a bleep button.
Oh my god. Fuck.
I wasn't gonna say it. You started it.
Tucker, how was your day?
Well, it was good up until about 30 seconds ago when Trey started talking.
I find it interesting that you can talk about women, but you can't talk about Asians.
Let's be fair. This movie we're going to do today, everything is off limits. I mean, no, wait. Everything is.
No, some
Yeah.
things are still off limits.
No.
Damn it. Let's see. My
No,
week.
there's not.
Not for
wait.
trauma.
No.
My week. What did I do? Oh, yeah, I worked all fucking week, and it was busy as shit. We got trial coming up next week. Trial term coming
Congrats.
up. And I bought a new smoker because mine shit the bed. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, that's good because Jeff's coming down next week.
I can teach him how to smoke something.
Wait, didn't you just get that smoker?
It's like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that's still a little quick for a smoker.
It is, but Oklahoma Joe sent me a replacement part.
didn't work?
Tried to
Not
fix
Oklahoma Joe.
It didn't fix it.
Is he a Sooner fan?
I called them back and asked them if they would
It explains a lot.
help me out,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that it's out of warranty and basically pound sand. And I said, okay, fuck you, I'm going to buy Traeger.
Jeez.
So that's what I did.
That's not what I helped you pick up, is it?
It is.
I remember helping you put it together like out in the fucking front yard. And
Oh yeah,
Ruben came
out
up.
in the driveway,
Yeah.
drinking beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you
And
were,
then
you were
they-
drinking. I was on probation.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and then it didn't have a part, and we had to take the whole thing back.
Yeah.
So
Good times.
that was just a gigantic clusterfuck.
Yeah. I didn't trust that guy. As soon as I saw the.
You know you put together right, though, if you're missing a part. Or if you got too many parts left over.
Right.
Then you know you did it right.
Man, that fucking ferret face piece of shit showing up in that vehicle.
In Phoenix City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was already sketch. couldn't even deliver it. Like we had to go fucking pick it up in a parking lot.
Yeah, we did. But I've actually been to his shop, which is a fucking storage unit out in the middle of the fucking boonies.
I believe it.
But
Dang.
yeah, I'm not making this up.
Oh, no. Oh, speaking of which, I did get some news. I may end up at an office in Phoenix City.
Oh fuck! Why?
There's going to be some benefits to it down the road.
No, there's not.
There is. Like if it all goes like it may go,
Hey, I got a random question to ask you guys. I was watching
Sure.
a show the other day.
8 inches.
No. But you're not.
5.24.
But you're almost on the balls.
Oh.
This show I was watching, this guy was getting ready to donate one of his balls. But he had to put a prosthetic ball in.
Yeah, nudical.
But he'll get $30,000 if you do it.
I would actually rather donate a kidney. And I say that because I got a shit kidney. Like
Jesus.
they
Okay.
wouldn't know till it's too late.
All
But
right.
the thing wasn't about just to get the balls. It's about to get the prosthetic, see how it does. That's what it's really about.
Oh, well, I was thinking more about the money.
I wonder if you can get your ball back after.
Nah, your body might reject it. How fucked up would that
It
be?
wants to keep the plastic ball.
Hey, Jesus. So we have we did
Think
have
about
some
it though.
fan
Like
mail
when you
this
get
week.
when you get sack tapped, like it wouldn't hurt. Like that's a plus.
Or if it knocks against the other one, it may hurt more.
We do have some fan mail
Ah,
this
my
week.
one nut.
And it's from Marcus, and it's called Again, Trey, Read the Room, and then it doesn't mention you at all, Trey. I don't know. There's a pronunciation guide that I'm not even going to try to do because, no. Sorry, Marcus.
That's
then-
interesting that he would take a shot at me. Like I still love Marcus.
Yeah. I mean, he's no owl.
That's fair.
And then he says, Stephen, you don't have to drunk call me in the night and cry about your micropene. It's okay. You just have to find someone who is very shallow, try something, not saying that, a bit fishy but smaller, so they should fit you better. And then he has some questions for us.
Is it docking?
I mean, we know Stephen does that. Then he has some questions for us.
Do you know what shrimping is?
Would you rather give up all of your favorite food?
Where you come in a guy's ass and you suck it out with a straw.
Oh my God.
Some people call it felching, but yeah,
What?
What the fuck?
I heard that from my high school baseball coach. Guys, wrap your head around that one. It's been banging around up here for 20 years. I'm like, I finally got to pass
Holy
it on.
crap.
Would you rather give up all your favorite food or give up sex?
Give up your favorite food or sex?
You're giving up pizza and hamburgers, all of your favorite
Oh,
foods.
well, it's not hamburgers.
All your favorite food?
All of your favorite foods.
I would starve to death. So,
Yeah, I mean, then you wouldn't be able to have sex if you starved to death.
that's fair. It's a moot point, circular argument.
I mean, I don't know. Which would you give up?
I don't know.
I don't know. If you can still beat off, it's almost comparable.
It's technically not sex.
No.
So you can still flog the bishop, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you just pay a prostitute and just jack off on her.
So you keep the food. Right.
Yeah,
I guess so.
sure. Would you rather be colorblind or have no sense of taste?
Keep jacking off, you're going to be blind.
I think I'd rather be colorblind.
I don't know. If you have no sense of taste, you can give up your favorite food and keep sex.
I could eat salads.
It's true. Trey's palate would expand.
But it would have no taste, though. Then would you just be like,
That's fair. I'd rather be
nothing be
colorblind, I think.
enjoyable?
I mean,
Because now you can get those fucking monochrome glasses.
I already am colorblind. So
I can tell you right now.
Are you really?
So
I'm colorblind in one eye.
Huh.
So Taylor,
Not debilitatingly, but a little bit.
Fair enough.
when Taylor got COVID, she lost taste and smell.
Yeah.
And she could tell you right now that was like the worst thing ever, was losing taste.
Mm-hmm.
Because then she couldn't, like, we would be having, hot wings. And she'd just be like, I just literally can't taste these.
Yeah, you couldn't taste it, but like it still burns your tongue, right? Like
would
the
think.
heat, the heat
I
would
would think
still
so, yeah.
impact you.
But
Alright,
but she couldn't taste it, though. So she was like, that was her whole thing. It was like she was super upset because she couldn't taste the food. So if she was sitting right here, she'd probably tell you she'd rather be colorblind than lose taste.
That's fair. I mean, I've seen the way she dresses, so I just assume she's colorblind.
Oh.
Yeah, sick burn, Taylor. Love you.
Would you rather save the lives of 3 members of your family or the lives of 500 strangers?
My family.
Here's a question: do I get to pick the family members?
Yeah, I was about to say, man. Like, I would take I would take 3 family members out.
You're right, because there's some of them that that I know
If I can
that I
pick-
probably would not.
If I could pick the family members, I'm saving 3. But if it's just 3 that,
I'm assuming he means the ones that you.
if I can pick the family members, is going to depend on my answer because it could either be the family or it could be the strangers.
I don't know. Like the utilitarian in me that just says 500 strangers. Maybe they'll give me something.
Jesus, that's okay.
That's fair,
okay.
because it could be somebody rich in that group that you saved.
Would
all
you
right,
rather
so-
be rich and not famous or famous and
Hang
not
on,
rich?
screw Marcus at this moment. Like, if you could go around and you could take illness out of people, like life-threatening illness, like
Yeah.
you could be like a cancer eater, like you could like fucking like put your hand on them and you could heal them, but it shortens your life. Would you do it?
No,
You wouldn't?
no, that's called shit. I just drew a blank. Damn it.
I don't know. I feel like I
Not
would,
survival of the fittest, but population control. There you go. That's what that. It's terrible to say. I'm sorry, but
no. I mean, like I get it. See, I would do it, but like if I'm doing it for like a millionaire, like you got to give me like $1 million.
yeah. But how much of your life does it take away?
What if it's like 1 year? Because
Wow.
one year's still a long time.
I'm already in my 40s.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, his best years.
Each
are
year
behind
is
him.
each year is going to matter to me now, buddy.
Yeah, but you could have been doing it all along.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, I'm totally okay leaving this earth like right now.
I think there would be a lot of people that would be pissed off with me. Well, wait, hold on. Because here's the thing that's going to happen. You're going to have those people that because if you could do that, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have people, they're going to find out, right? And then you're going to have a lot of people pissed at you, coming after you, wanting to know why you didn't save that person.
I mean, it's your ability. Like, you can do what you want with it.
So, like, never mind. I was about to go dark for a minute there.
No, I mean, I got you. I mean, like, yes, you have to pick and choose, like, when it's worth it. I mean, but...
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I
And the
just
thing
feel
is, like, you don't know when you're going to die. So, I mean, like, every time you're doing it, like, you're taking that risk.
Yeah.
Like, it could be, like...
So you could just die
could
right
be- it
there
could be your
because
last one.
technically next year was supposed to be your last year.
Yeah. I mean, think about that.
I don't think I'd want to do it then.
I don't know. I feel like I'd want to do something nice. And I would totally do it to take 2 years off my life.
I'll bring
'Cause
everybody-
I'm okay if I leave this earth, and I don't think I have much longer anyways.
Jesus, that's morbid.
I mean, I've got like floaters in my eyes, like in one eye.
Everybody
In my good
has
eye.
those.
Floaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has
Talking about the
those.
little squiggly lines and stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it just started.
Everybody has those.
I've never had that. It literally started this past week.
Is that called something? Stick?
No,
remember
it's
what's
called
it called.
fucking floaters.
Yeah, basically it's dust that gets in that fluid.
Yeah. Well.
No, like seriously, like if I look over at him, all of a sudden I'm going to see these little things go by.
See, me, it's like like the gnats when they fly around your face. Like it's like
Yeah.
one just in.
It's like Stu, little squiggly line in my eye.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I'm not used to it, and I don't like it.
Let's get to this movie.
Would you rather be rich and not famous or famous and not rich? That's rich and not famous. I don't like people enough to be famous.
Yeah, I know, right? If I'm going to be rich, I don't want anybody to know it.
right?
Here's the thing.
That's
like,
a given.
I don't like people enough to be famous. So.
like, here's the thing. If you were famous but not rich, like, what the fuck did you do?
What was the point of being famous?
Yeah, I mean, like,
you were a Kardashian before they got rich.
Sounds like half the.
they were always rich. They were
So-
born rich.
Sounds
Or
like the majority of the
their
pro
father was an
athletes.
attorney for O.J. Simpson.
Who?
Yeah, you think fucking attorneys don't have money? Like out in L.A.
Not like
Representing
okay.
fucking OJ?
That's fair.
Celebrity. Yeah.
Okay, Trey. Here's a question for you, buddy. I think this was directed just for you.
Right.
Would you rather die young and fulfilled, or old and disappointed with the life you lived?
Young and fulfilled, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Would you rather have another world war for world peace, or sacrifice members of your immediate family to attain it?
Another world war for world peace.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
like,
then you know that the outcome is that there
yeah.
will still be a world.
Like,
So yeah.
when you say immediate family, like I love my immediate family. My sister's sort of on the fence.
I mean, I'm going world war.
Yeah,
Bring it on.
yeah. I definitely love Tucker's sister though.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck you. All right.
Ever since she had the baby, she quit sending me nudes.
So this week, the movie we were doing, Chris, I'm going to let you tell the name of the movie that we're doing, because it's
We are
Yeah.
doing the cult classic, The Toxic Avenger, from Team Trauma.
Yep. So, let's see. The Toxic Avenger is a 1984 American superhero black comedy splatter film directed by Michael Hertz and Lloyd Kaufman, and written by Kaufman and Joe Ritter. It is the first installment of the Toxic Avenger franchise. The film was released by Trauma Entertainment, known for producing low-budget B-movies with campy concepts and gruesome violence.
And this movie started it all.
This movie stars Mitch Cohen, Mark Torgy, Andre Miranda, and Pat Ryan Jr.
Nobody.
Yeah, I'm hoping like after this movie, like nobody got famous.
I'm pretty sure that every single one of these people were either in porn before or they went to porn after.
So, Marcus very, very kindly did the the research for us. This film was released in May of 1984, and 1980. I guess 1986 was the or video release.
Sure.
I don't know. On a budget of $475,000, which would be $1.3 million in today's money, had a box office haul of $800,000, which
All
would
right.
be $2.2 million roughly in today's money.
So it was successful.
IMDb gives this movie 6.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gives it 70%. Metacritic 42%. Google users. Who wants to go first?
You go first, bud.
I'm gonna go 1.
Jesus.
See, so if I go 2, I've already won.
Yeah, but
All right. He went 1, so I'm going to go with 74.
You were closest. It was 86%.
how? How did these motherfuckers not have taste in fucking movies?
All right.
It's got a cult
So,
following, man.
listing the awards this week, it was nominated for the International Fantasy Film Award. Yeah, I think that's it.
Sounds about right. Just one
I'm sorry.
award.
International Fantasy Film Award, Best Film. And it was nominated, did not win.
Oh, that's sad.
So,
That's a sad day.
Well, it certainly didn't deserve to win anything.
well, there's a reason for that. So, with all that being said, Chris, this is your movie. Do you have a plot synopsis? Well,
Yeah, I do. Let me tell you where I got it from.
No, hold on. We almost forgot something. First time you guys saw this movie.
Oh, shit. I was a kid, and I still cannot believe that because before we get into this movie, I want to say this. I cannot believe that I found this movie to watch. What was it all on?
It was on Peacock.
It was on Peacock. It was on like 2 other services, too.
I think it was Peacock and Tubi are the two that I remember.
And Philo or something like that.
Was it
Whatever that
Philo?
was.
Maybe
Yeah.
that was it.
But it was on several, and I don't know how this movie has not been canceled yet. Like it hits every single thing, and it's like still out there. So
Well-
I'm actually shocked that it made it this far.
So you saw this as a kid.
I saw this as a kid, and I can't believe that. Like
All right.
thinking back to it, it's like, what were my parents thinking? They probably didn't know. They probably just saw them and just like, oh, this is just some goofy movie. Let them watch it.
Trey, first time you saw it?
I've seen bits and pieces like on like cable way back when, but I'm gonna say like Friday and yesterday was like the first time I saw it.
And I'm pretty sure I saw a sequel, and I know I saw the cartoons.
Yeah, the first time I saw it was.
And I had
I
action
think I
figure.
had the action figure.
I
But I
know.
mean, like
a lot of people had the action figure.
First time I saw it was yesterday. And
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's got a runtime of 80 very, very, very long minutes.
Yeah. So not even an hour and a half long.
Thank God. So you have a plot synopsis.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So I got it from...
take it away.
Wait, hold on. I got it from moviehousememories.com.
Okay.
So I went with something else. It wasn't Wikipedia.
Since Steven's not here, Steven, did you get that? Moviehousememories.com.
Yes. So I got it from there. It wasn't Wikipedia. I decided to go different, which, you know what? I'll tell you the truth. I kind of like their synopsis of the movie. All right. So The Toxic Avenger, set in Tromaville, New Jersey, is about Melvin Ferd, a meek nerd who works as a janitor at a health club. While he is of no threat to anyone, psychotic health club patrons Bozo, Slug, Wanda, and Julie bully the kid because he doesn't look pretty like them and isn't as smart as they are. So we meet the four main antagonists right at the beginning.
I want to point out before we go any further in this movie, that main character looks like you.
That's fair.
Before he goes into the toxic sludge, he fucking looks like you.
That's fair. I'll take it.
And I could see you doing some of the shit he does.
That's fair. He's a badass, so I'll take that.
Is he though?
Yeah, he goes around with that mop. Man, that was hilarious. He just dips his mop into their.
He puts on a fucking.
Into their water.
He puts on a
He's
fucking
like,
pink tutu.
I can't stand that. Well, there's a good point to that. We haven't gotten to it yet, but there's a good point to it. And to be honest, if you were like him or you look like me, you would have been like, I would have done that. That's how you said that. But think about that. He just nonchalant. It's like, oh, I just keeps mopping.
This movie is fucking 1980s epitomized.
Probably gave them something they couldn't even get their herpes off of them.
Oh.
You know they probably all had it there. And, oh yeah, speaking of that, so we see the opening scene and all. Did you you get the opening crotch shot of that guy?
Everybody or every main character, Bozo, Slug, Wanda, and Julie,
nice names by the way.
Look like rejects from the porn industry.
Yes, that's what I said earlier.
They do. They look like rejects from the fucking porn industry.
Why'd you stop? Oh man, you're missing out on all of it then.
Well, keep going. I'll jump back in.
All right. So anyways,
this is the one time someone's envious of Tucker.
Speaking of just the straight up shits and all, that's what this movie.
Pretty much.
All right. So we didn't want to tell anybody, but we're going to make it sound like this movie was the greatest movie ever while Tucker's gone. So when he comes back and you all hear us talk about how great it is, it's because we want to fucking with Tucker.
Dude, we couldn't even lie. Like, there's no way to make this sound better.
All right. Let's keep going. All right. When the four aren't tormenting little Melvin, they're busy screwing each other or running over little boys on bicycles with their bitchin' Camaro.
Yeah.
Squishing their little heads. It's the only way Bozo is able to relieve the stress of his life. What type of stress does Bozo have in his life?
I don't know, man. This whole fucking
But he looks like he's about to explode every time you see him. Way over the top acting.
Yes. Everything is over the top.
He's got the body count on the door of the car.
I didn't even notice that.
It's like he's got on there like a baby stroller with like an X to it, and like an old woman with like an X to it, a kid on a bike with an X to it. Like it's everything that he's kind of run over and all. And that bitchin' Camaro of his.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Eventually, the four manage to humiliate Melvin to the point where he jumps out of a second-story window at the health club and into a barrel of toxic waste, conveniently sitting open on a flatbed truck in front of the club. The toxic waste sets Melvin on fire, but also transforms him into a supersized superhero / vigilante with a delightful voice. Did you know it took 3 people to play the part
I did not.
of Toxic?
I did not.
Yeah. Well, when I say that, what I mean is you have Melvin at the very beginning, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have the guy who plays Toxic. And then you have the voiceover guy.
It's fair.
So it's 3 different people that play Toxic in this.
I can see that.
Which, by the way, Toxic is his name.
Yes.
Get it right.
The monster.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that Melvin thought that's the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump out this window with everybody laughing at me in my pink tutu.
Yeah, well, if you're wearing a pink tutu thinking you're about to hook up with her and kiss a fucking animal.
The thing, you know what the thing is like he comes to see her in the pink tutu because he's thinking he's, because she says you're going to get some. So he thinks he is. So he sees her in a pink tutu, which, okay, That's what she wanted him to wear. He's probably never, whatever. So he's sitting there thinking that. But then he comes in there with a mop.
Well, he said he had to clean the women's locker room anyway.
He had to clean in his pink tutu. All right. Let's go. Next part. Melvin first uses his super strength to save an Irish cop named O'Clancy from Cigar Face's gang, who aims to chop off his little boys when he refuses to take their bribe. Cigar Face.
Man. Jesus. Whoever was creating characters in this movie,
it's like straight up Dick Tracy characters.
Oh, it's awful.
It's super funny because whenever you said that about Dick Tracy, that's the first thing that popped in my head too. Was like, you were like, I don't want it, as long as it's not that damn Dick Tracy movie. And I was like, no, it's not Dick Tracy, but it's pretty damn close.
Jeez.
I mean, it is extremely close to it. It's just got some horrible gang members and all that name and all. It's just weird.
Yeah.
You could tell. Now I say that Toxic started all, but Nukem High may have been before this, which would explain later on.
Well, it didn't start like the Trauma brand.
Yeah, I think it started that off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Nukem High may have kind of started off.
Never saw that one either. So
the reason why I'm saying that is because a little bit later on we run up into a group of characters that look like they should be part of Nukem High.
Well, maybe Nukem High created sort of a spinoff for those characters.
Maybe that's what it was. All right, so he saves O'Clancy. The beat up scene, man. He's just got the guy standing on his foot, and he's just using his head as a punching bag. He just is so freaking terrible.
Yeah.
This movie is so stupid.
But people went and saw it, and they made it a big brand for whatever reason.
It had 3 more movies, a cartoon series, and an action figure line. The action figure line actually did better than the cartoon series itself did.
Well, I believe it because then you could market it to kids, whereas kids couldn't watch this movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I watched it as a kid. I think I've seen the second one too.
I'm pretty sure somewhere along the way I ended up with a fucking Toxic Avenger fucking action figure.
You probably did. Like I said, it sold a good bit.
Well, see, I was born in '84 though. That's about.
You would have been. Yeah, because
when it came out.
Yeah, but the cartoons came out a little bit later.
Yeah.
So you probably would have been about, I don't know, I got to look it up, but probably about 5 or 6 whenever the cartoons came out. So yeah, there's a good chance that you had one.
Yeah.
I mean, and you had about around that time you probably had all your little not Garbage Pail Kids, the little gross things that came out. I can't remember what they're called, but the little ooze balls. You remember those?
Vaguely.
You had those, and there was a whole line of just gruesome kind of character stuff that they had. They had the little action figure thing where you squeeze it and his eyes popped out and tongue popped out. Yeah, so there's a good chance that you probably did have 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, is probably worth something now if you had them.
My parents didn't throw anything away. I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of that, man, because since I always said that and all, I found a old. You don't even believe this. You don't even believe this. I found an old Ren and Stimpy shirt at my house.
Nice.
Yeah, it was one.
You idiot.
No. It's one where they're the fire dogs and they wear the fire cap hat, right? Mm-hmm. So I go on eBay just out of curiosity, just to see, and I saw that they're selling it for $300.
You gonna sell it?
Yeah, hell yeah. Never worn it.
I would too.
Because I think I was probably in high school, and I know if I would have worn that shirt back in the '90s in high school, people would have been like, "Fucking dork,"
Yeah.
I mean, you still kind of are.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we?
I was just like Melvin back then. We were on the part where he just saved Officer O'Clancy from the gang, from Cigar Face's gang.
Cigar Face, yeah.
Yeah. And that's not where he gets it. You want to know why they call him Cigar Face?
Jesus, man, I don't even want to call this acting.
No, it's
because
over the top.
It's over the top. It's just bad everything.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was telling him, and the people just heard me, that the fact that
all 7 of them listen to this?
Yeah, right. The fact that Trey, the one movie that he asked me not to do was Dick Tracy, but yet this is kind of on that level with Dick Tracy as far as the bad character names and all that.
Dick Tracy is better than this.
Oh.
You may want to go back and watch that again, sir.
The Wizard is better than this.
Nope.
The Wiz is better than this because Michael Jackson did a great job.
Double Dragon is better than this.
I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I can tell you what's not better than this. Terminator 2.
Fact.
Oh, fuck
Fact.
you both.
Terminator 2
Fuck
is
you
not
both.
better than this.
I need to
That
go back
is-
and see what my rating was for
that
T2.
is-
Whatever this is half a beer
Wow.
less.
Wow. That's wow.
You gave Terminator 2 a 5.
Well, this is a 4.5.
It's got to go higher than that because once you put his score in there, you know his score is going to be low. So.
I know he's gonna fucking skew
Although
it.
I'll believe this, though. I think Steven may give it a little bit higher score. Only because, like, Steven, I think, watched this whenever he was younger, too. I think this was probably, he watched this. This was probably a big, like, cult thing whenever he was in high school in his trench coats.
I actually talked to him today.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever seen this.
Is he not?
I think that this inspired a lot of like aspiring filmmakers, though, and
I can agree with that.
I mean, because like some of the techniques and like pushing the envelope and special effects, like it launched a lot of like horror stuff.
I wouldn't say that it really pushed the envelope in anything. All the special effects were campy and cheesy.
Well, it did, in a way.
It looked fake. I mean, their
Yes, but-
toxic sludge was neon green that bubbled.
In this-
And
you know,
certain
you know
sense-
who this fucking inspired? Peter fucking Jackson.
are you fucking serious?
I swear to God, his early stuff, his early horror movies were inspired by this
Well,
fucking movie.
He's right on a certain point. It did inspire a whole genre of movies.
I mean, okay.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, because went on YouTube and somebody fucking mentioned that Peter Jackson had done that, so I'm gonna trust his research.
Fair enough.
All right, ready? So, unfortunately for our new heroes, he has a face that his mother doesn't even love, and she refuses to let him return home. So Melvin does what we all would do in that situation. He finds the nearest dump with its own toxic waste and builds a home fit for a hot blonde girl. Here's the funny part about that. Did y'all notice that, like, before he started building it, there was already the door
Yeah.
there and all?
Yeah, it was already.
He just invaded like the homeless man's home.
Yeah,
I wonder what he did with him. Probably threw him in the toxic waste to make the other characters for.
it was already a
the
trailer. It
cartoon
was already a
series.
trailer with the damn panels torn off, and you could see the insulation. That's exactly what it was.
Okay. All right. Later that week, Melvin meets a hot blind girl. Sorry, and she's blonde too. So yeah, blind girl named Sarah at the Mexican
Blonde and
place. Tromaville's only Mexican restaurant with a pizza oven and no and no Mexican workers. He saves Sarah from being raped by 3 robbers who like to point shotguns at toddlers. So,
Yeah,
the men also shoot her guy doggy before Melvin can rip off their one-armed leader's prosthetic arm and beat them all with it. Melvin then kills the thugs with the various appliances in the restaurant.
Did you say?
Yeah.
he was a one-armed guy and had a prosthetic ripped off. That's
No,
not
no.
how that went down.
No, it wasn't at all.
No.
I agree with you. He ripped off his arm.
Yeah,
But I think what they're trying to say here is that like it was
Ripped
a
off his
it was a
obviously fake
prosthetic arm.
Yeah.
Afterwards, Melvin puts his superhero moves on Sarah when he escorts her home, and they begin to fall in monster love. So the fact that the Mexican restaurant, the only Mexican restaurant in town, is named the Mexican Place.
So I will say this for this movie. First and foremost, this is the part of the movie that just really and truly finished it for me. They fucking shot a seeing eye golden retriever.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck this
Yeah,
movie.
they
Fuck Trauma Productions. This was fucking horrible.
It wasn't about the raping the girl that bothered you, Eddie. No, it was. It was everything.
Yeah, it was. Well, they didn't rape anybody.
Did you meet what do you say? Did you meet my friend Ben? Bend over.
yeah.
But they shot the fucking dog. Fuck this movie. But I will say this: I guess the way he killed them was kind of funny. He
Yeah.
put one guy's hands in the deep fryer, shoved one guy in the pizza oven, and then I guess made a milkshake out of the other guy's tonsils. I don't know.
Yeah. So he puts the one guy in the deep fryer. The hoses they pulled off. Those were the gas lines, right?
I would assume so, but
That's what I would think too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that place probably would have went
boom.
boom? Yeah.
Probably would have killed everybody in there in about
Because I'm sure back
15
then in the
minutes.
80s they probably didn't have like
safety shutoffs.
yes, exactly. So I feel like that whole place would have went boom. And the fact that one guy was just steadily drinking away on the job. He had no give.
He pulled that bottle of sherry out of his crotch and was like, oh. Yeah, no, this movie was just fucking horrible.
But it's where we find Toxic leaves trace of his little toxic mess behind, I guess. And anyways, they do the little scan. And they find out that he only attacks people that are
the bad guys.
The bad guys. Something in them enrages him to attack bad guys.
I will say this: there was one scene in here where when he first meets Sarah, and he's telling her that he has a rash or whatever. I don't know. Something on his face. Wasn't there a skit in Family Guy where they're like sitting on a hill and she starts feeling his face and she's like, "Oh my God, what is that?"
No. But that was a ripoff of The Mask. That's what they were doing that to. I don't think that was
that wasn't The Mask.
No, not
the Jim Carrey one.
Not the Jim Carrey one.
The one with the guy that looked like the one from
Eric
the
Stokes.
Goonies. Yeah,
Eric Stoltz.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Whatever his name
was
is.
That The Mask?
And Cher and what's his name? The guy from.
Oh, so that wasn't from this.
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't from this. It was from The Mask. Whenever he meets, because he goes to that little camp where the disabled people are at, and he's like, you don't touch my face, and then she touches his face, and she was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
feels like his lawyer. That's what that's from, not this movie.
Okay, so I've never seen that movie, The Mask. Yeah, no, I've never seen it.
It's not. No, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's a drama.
Is it as bad as Mannequin?
Mannequin's good, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's wrong with Mannequin? It had one.
Keep it up. We're going to fucking watch that.
We can build this world together.
I'm a big Andrew McCarthy fan, so.
It's not a bad movie. Really, it's not.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Ooh. Hang on. I just thought of a movie we should watch.
Yeah?
All right, well, we'll get to it in a second.
All right, ready?
It's called Heaven Help Us.
Heaven Help Us. I don't know that movie.
Oh, it's a good movie. Fucking all-star cast before they were big famous.
Really? Okay. All right. Melvin returns to the health club to continue cleaning up the town with his fist and mop. He kills a corrupt mayor's drug dealer in a weight machine. That was gruesome.
That was so
gruesome.
No, well, yeah, gruesome, but that was so telegraphed. Like you just
you knew it was going to happen. You knew exactly
how he was
going
to die.
Yeah. He kills a pimp and his bodyguards for pushing a 12-year-old girl on him when he specifically gave the pimp instructions for little boys only. And then Melvin gets his final revenge on his original tormentors. Okay. That's pretty... That whole part is pretty, messed up, but I can't believe they had that in this movie.
Do what?
The pimp. No, because the girl was just getting a ride, wasn't it?
You said you were
and
going to
then,
take
he
to
took her
David Bowie.
hostage.
Yeah.
He kidnapped the girl.
That's like some straight human trafficking shit.
It's like human trafficking, and they're making lighthearted of it on here.
Well,
this was back
in 1984, so you really didn't, I guess, hear or know about that kind of stuff as much as we do now. We're not as aware of it.
I think when did Adam come out? When did the whole story of the boy
Adam Walsh?
I guess that would be...
That was late 80s. That was 80.
Was it? I feel like I was
Adam
in Montgomery.
Walsh
was 88, right?
88, 89.
Was it really?
Yeah.
The kid that got kidnapped from Sears, right?
Yeah, that's Adam Walsh. That's John.
I don't know why.
Walsh?
I don't know why I thought
Unsolved
that was
Mysteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Sears in Hollywood, Florida, and it was it was 81.
I was about to say I was in Montgomery whenever that happened.
Wow. Okay.
At a Sears?
Yeah, it was a Sears in Hollywood, Florida.
No, we lived in Montgomery at one time.
Okay.
And so that's how I can associate some things is remembering where we lived at, and it's like, oh yeah, I saw that then, so it must be this year right here.
Huh. All right.
Sure.
But I remember that whole thing that was going on with that, because then my parents were everywhere we went to, they were like, you hold our hand,
Here's the thing though, what was it like growing up as a gypsy? Because you moved around a lot.
They stole it. Well, but it was all in a 60-mile area.
Yeah, but it still moved. I mean, and think about it, gypsies can't afford good cars.
The whole point of being a gypsy is you go to different places and scam different people.
Yeah.
You're not really going to new places if you're only staying within 60 miles.
No, you just fucking keep rotating it out, man.
That's how you get caught.
Gypsies are not smart people.
Okay, here we go. So first is Wanda. Before I go into this whole thing, how fucked up is she? She's getting off to the pictures of the dead boy that they ran over and squished his head. They get out of the car early. They squish that kid's head, and then they take pictures.
Well, have you mentioned the fact that they're the I guess serial killers that hit people with their car?
Yeah, we mentioned that. That was while you were taking shit.
A sweet Camaro.
In the sweet ass Camaro.
Jesus.
In the bitching Camaro, that's what it was. First is Wanda, whose ass Melvin scalds in the sauna. before possibly killing her. He chases Julie into the basement and cuts off all of her pretty blonde hair before possibly killing her, too.
You don't know if either one of them are dead.
That's why we said possibly killing her.
They're pretty much dead.
They're just as involved in this, and I'm not sure they are, because this movie shows that it has no problem showing the gruesome, over the top death of anybody, but it doesn't show their death.
Right. You got a valid point. He tosses Slug out of a moving car, possibly killing him, and then finally Bozo drives the car off a cliff where he didn't really drive off. He didn't have a choice. The steering wheel got taken from him. He chose. Where is that? Then finally, Bozo drives a car off a cliff where it bursts into flames, but oddly leaves all his pink flesh on his body once the fire is out. I'm pretty sure the crash and subsequent fire kills him.
Pretty sure it's the explosion that killed him, not the crash, because that was not that far to fall.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
so.
And that's just another trope this fucking movie does. Cars don't randomly explode when they go over a fucking cliff.
It does in this.
This is shit.
I feel like you're not an expert in this.
Yeah, what do you know about old bitchin' Camaros? It's a bitchin' Camaro.
Enough to know they're not going to burst into flames when they go over a cliff.
How about How about this? How about the fact that whenever he gets hit by the car and rolls on the roof, he has those handles mounted on it.
Already mounted so he can hang on to it.
They didn't even. You don't even see the handles.
They didn't even paint them the same color as the car. They were silver. The car was fucking white. It would have taken them 5 minutes and cost them 20 cents to paint those handles the same color as the roof to try to.
They'd already
them.
spent $147,000, right? Was that what it was?
Something like that. Spend another $5 and at least try to disguise it.
The handles on top of the car.
At least they didn't spend it on acting.
This is true. I don't know, man.
Yeah, they didn't spend shit on acting. Everyone, like I said, every one of these was a reject from the Playboy channel.
All right, I don't know. You're giving them too much credit. You're giving them way too much credit. All this death alarms Tromaville's mayor, but not because Melvin is doing all the work of his police. It's because Melvin is killing all his hired thugs that bring him money. Did you hear that? Okay. All right. The mayor has a cigar face.
The mayor's on the take, and he's a bad guy.
The mayor has cigar face take out Melvin.
Just like Opelika.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that one?
Nope.
Or how about the fact that Melvin's...
I'm not going to prison.
You missed the earlier part. The part where, like, Melvin's doing all the work.
They'll never take you alive kind of thing?
I'm not guilty of shit, so I'm not going to prison.
All right, the mayor has Cigar Face take out Melvin, but Melvin outsmarts Cigar Face again, and he and 5 other thugs shoot themselves instead. How about that slow jump, though?
Again, that's so fucking stupid. You get 6 guys surrounding somebody, and everybody's pointing a fucking gun, and they all shoot.
Well, yeah.
Crossfire. Fuck, you're stupid.
Somebody was going to get hit by a bullet no matter what.
Yeah, every one of them. Because they're standing 6 feet apart, and Melvin's in the middle, or whatever his name, Toxie, or whatever his fucking name is.
You're right. Melvin is Melvin.
Melvin is standing in the middle. Those bullets would have passed through him and hit the guys across.
Not if he jumped.
Oh my god, this is fucking terrible.
That was a good jump.
Yeah, it was.
That was a good, clean jump.
Well timed.
All right, this is the fucked up part. Melvin then washes, draws, and pressed to death a seemingly sweet old lady at the cleaners. She's like a midget.
I think that was before this part.
No, that's this part.
No, that was before all this, though, wasn't it?
What? No, wait.
The old lady.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because now he's going after the mayor at this point, trying to go after some of the mayor's like close connections with stuff.
That's right. Sorry.
but it's actually a secret leader of an underground white slave trade. Melvin must have psychic powers at this point. He doesn't have psychic powers. We already know because that scientist told what was wrong. Anyway, psychic powers at this point, too, as that's the only way to explain how he knows that about the woman. No, he can sense people that are bad. They said that. All right. How long was that guy out there arguing with the ticket lady?
Long enough.
Couple minutes. Long enough for him to kill a midget.
Chase down. How about the chase down scene? Like he's like coming right behind her. Then the next second, like boop, he's right there in front of her.
Long enough for him to kill a midget.
Okay. All right. All right. The mayor uses this killing to call in the National Guard to save Tromaville and his illegal racket from Melvin. They tracked Melvin to a field in Pound Town. That's the name where he went to, Pound Town. Where he's pitched a tent with Sarah. The National Guard cockblocks Melvin and he surrenders. But the kids of the town form a human shield around Melvin to save him from being shot. The mayor then reveals his bad ways to the people and tries to shoot Melvin himself. But Melvin rips out the mayor's intestines first to see if he really has any
Let's
guts.
see if you have any guts. God damn, that was so fucking... Everything about this movie is bad. The dialogue, the acting, the special effects,
Let's see if you have any guts.
the lighting, the fucking everything.
Okay. So the movie ends with Melvin saving Tromaville and a promise that he and his sexy voice will continue bloody takedowns of unlucky criminals until there is no more crying. Cue the sequel, Melvin in, is it Japan? I think it's either Japan or Chinatown next. He goes to find his dad. Somehow his dad's over there. I don't know. But, okay, so the guy at the very beginning, who did you say the director was?
Some Kaufman, hang on.
So Kaufman.
Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hertz.
I think it's Kaufman. I don't know if it's Hertz, but it may be Hertz, but I think it's Kaufman.
Yeah, well, there's two of them.
He worked on the movie Rocky. And that's where he got his idea for this movie. So this movie is kind of a ripoff of Rocky in a certain sense.
No, it's not.
In a certain sense.
Negative.
In a certain sense.
This movie is nothing like Rocky.
It ends just like Rocky does. It literally is just like Rocky does. He's coming through the crowd yelling for Sarah. Sarah!
That's fair.
Melvin,
He raises a good point.
It's about an underdog
There's one scene,
working out.
30-second scene at the end of the movie that you can compare to Rocky.
No. Okay,
No, he
wait.
also beat up a black guy.
It also takes place in a health.
Dude, fuck, you cannot say that.
What do you mean? It's another similarity between the movies.
Wait, I'll throw it off now. It also takes place starting off in the gym. Rocky,
Yeah.
right? He goes against all odds to win it all. Rocky. This is Rocky. That's all this is.
I feel like it's the same fucking movie.
It's the same movie. It is literally the same movie as Rocky.
There's a misshapen little guy.
If you like Rocky, you cannot not like this movie.
I love Rocky.
There you
and
go.
fucking
So
hate
therefore,
this
you
movie.
love this movie.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not even
It's
close.
the same movie.
Tucker, you love this movie.
Like,
All right, so let's
I
get
mean,
the
like-
top facts for this movie. There's a lot more than 5 facts. This is a shit movie, but there's a lot more than
You
that.
found more than 5 facts?
Marcus did.
5 facts. Okay, let's hear
All
it,
right.
Marcus.
The top 5 facts, because this is a toxic dumpster fire. There are a lot more
Did
than
we even
5
talk
this
about him
time.
ripping out the guts?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
All right. I wasn't listening.
Let's see if you have any guts.
The scene where the seeing eye dog gets shot received the most complaints by Trauma up to that time.
I believe that.
I can too. The fast food robber who has his arm ripped off actually only had one arm. Okay.
Holy fuck.
In the scene, one can see that his right arm is a prosthetic, as he never
So it
moves
really
or
was.
uses his arm until Toxie rips it off.
I wasn't
How
paying
about
close
that?
attention.
I didn't
Yeah.
see that. Yeah. Patrick Kilpatrick, who played Leroy, the face-painted criminal at the Mexican restaurant, quit the film after having to point a shotgun at a baby.
I hope they did the other scenes first then.
A deleted scene, which is available on the DVD, shows Toxie throwing a peanut butter and Drano sandwich, smacking the face of Sarah's next door neighbor. Playing Sarah's next door neighbor is Mitch Cohen without his Toxic Avenger makeup. Okay. It took 4
Interesting.
hours to get Cohen into the Toxic Avenger costume. While wearing it, he could only eat through a straw. While shooting in Shinbone Alley, a homeless man stole a prop gun from one of the trailers and threatened the crew. Jesus.
This thing's got a lot of great history to it.
Right? The seeing eye dog that was shot had been trained to glide across the floor on command, and its guts were spaghetti covered in gray paint.
There you go.
Like,
See, it's not even a
I
real
don't
dog
fucking
they shot.
care. That's fucking terrible.
They're supposed to make the guys look as bad as possible.
You can do that without shooting the fucking seeing eye dog. The spinning
But did you make you hate them more? Did it make you hate them more?
It made me hate this movie a lot
Wait.
more.
Did it make you hate the bad guys
It made
more?
me hate the movie.
Did
in its
it make you
totality.
hate the bad guys more?
It made me hate the movie.
Why are you avoiding the question, Tucker? Did it make you hate the bad guys more?
It made me hate everything about this movie.
Again, did you hate the bad guys more?
I've already answered the question. I'm not going to answer it again. The spinning newspapers were simply newspapers placed on a spinning cheese rack. There you go.
Nice.
There's your top 5 facts for this, it's actually top 8 facts for this shitty film.
Why do you keep calling this film so shitty? It's not. It's so bad. Look. This movie is so bad, and you know it's bad, and you know going into it this bad.
Sadly.
So it turns out a little bit better because it's so bad.
Sadly, they are rebooting this movie.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's a Toxic Avenger coming out in.
They got to leave a lot of stuff out.
2022 film, and it's going to have Peter Dinklage,
He can only play the little lady that got
Jacob
murdered in the
Tremblay,
place.
Taylor Page, Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood, and
Kevin Bacon?
and there's rumors
He's going to
that
play the officer.
There's
I
rumors
guarantee you
that,
he's playing the officer.
they reached out to Arnold Schwarzenegger as well.
Okay, so he's probably going to play Toxie.
Who knows?
That's probably what their goal is.
Here's the thing: if the release is this year,
I'll never know.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing: if the release is this year, it's almost over. So they had to shoot this thing at least last.
It's going
year.
to probably be in select movie theaters, if that. It maybe goes directly to. I don't know though. I mean, it's got some cast to it.
So here you go. So filming, principal production started on June 21st, 2021, and wrapped on August 14th. So it's in post now.
All right. So this news story says it's not a remake, but it's a reboot with a contemporary reimagining.
It could be pretty good though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, there's
no way. Hold on.
I will not know because I will not watch it.
Hold on. Wait a minute. It could be pretty good though. Look at the cast.
Yeah, too many people signed on, but this is still a shit premise.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Tucker.
This is going to be fucking horrible.
I don't know. It may be good.
You're fucking stoned.
It may just start a whole thing where everybody's gonna be watching.
No.
Toxie.
No.
I'm gonna get me a Toxie shirt.
You do that because I damn sure will not.
I am. I'm gonna get one. All right. Are we gonna do the Triple Indy?
Yeah, Triple Indy.
The whole movie?
No, what's the Triple Indy sound? Oh, that's the Triple Indy cut from
Yeah,
back to school. The Triple Lindy. Is that hard?
Nailed it.
All right, Chris, you go. Your movie.
No, y'all go first.
Triple Lindy. Okay.
Other than the whole movie.
Yeah, him surviving a fall into a vat of toxic boiling whatever that sludge shit was.
How do we know that? You've never fallen into one. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with Tucker on this. The bad guys lining up in a circle and all shooting each other.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's very bad. That's piss poor tactics on their part.
Absolutely. Even the dumbest of criminals wouldn't do that.
I'm going to go with the restaurant not blowing up after the gas lines were ripped out of the walls because I don't see how that didn't happen. The Mexican place. That's the name you want to give it.
Who wants to go first for ratings and reviews?
I will. 5.
You went 5?
Equal to Terminator 2. They're both shit movies. They're the exact same movie to me.
That's your review on it?
Yeah. This is as bad as Terminator 2.
Go ahead.
Both equally plausible.
All right. So I've already said that this movie is so bad and the thing is they purposely made this movie bad. They meant for this to be a bad movie.
They fucking nailed it.
And they nailed it, right. But it's so bad that it still got some hilarious parts. But even with all that being said and done, the highest I can give it is 4. That is the highest I can give it.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Look, this movie was overacted. The effects were shit. The story was fucking horrible. There's not a single redeeming quality about this movie, period. I would rather watch Double Dragon on loop for 24 hours like they do with A Christmas Story at fucking Christmas than ever watch this movie again. This is a shit movie. If I could give it more than 5 beers, I fucking would. I would give it a whole goddamn keg, but I can't because of the rating system we came up with. This is a fucking 5-beer movie all goddamn day.
You know what makes it so bad is I watched this movie all the way through, And then I was like, "Yep, this is what I'm gonna make the guys watch."
This was the longest 80 minutes of my fucking life.
No, the
I
longest
had
80
to-
minutes, the longest period of time for me, seriously, is still T2.
Okay.
That's still going to be the longest
Fine,
period of time because
that's
that
fair.
movie sucked so bad.
That's fair. I had to break this movie up into three 30-minute sections to get through it. And the first time I'm watching it, I'm sitting there, I picked up the remote to my TV, and it said 17 minutes, and I was like, fuck!
But but here's the problem though. Like one of those things was you breaking it up because you were crying about the dog getting shot.
Here's the thing, man. This is just, like I said, it's a bad movie. But the fact that Terminator 2 was meant to be a good movie and it still
And they
sucked
fucking nailed
so
it.
bad. It sucked so bad that it was like got a 5 beer. But this movie was meant to be a 5 beer and you gave it a 5 beer. That it was like, well, that's what it was meant to be.
It's fair.
The fact that this has achieved cult classic status is
and it's getting a reboot too.
it's
It's going to
fucking
be great.
painful.
I'm going to watch the reboot
So,
when it comes out.
with that being said, if you add up all our scores and divide by 3, it comes out to 4.6 repeating, which is still too goddamn high for this toilet trash dumpster fire.
I still think it beats Double Dragon out.
But here's the thing. Once again, though, Double Dragon didn't shoot to be a bad movie. They thought they did a good
they
job.
thought they were doing it. That's what I'm saying. And it turned out to be so. Whenever you try hard and it's still a terrible movie compared to trying to be a bad movie and you accomplish it.
Let's see. What else has Trauma Entertainment done?
A lot.
Anything?
Poltergeist. That was a pretty good one. Not really. They're all going to be terrible movies. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's what they're meant to be. B movies.
This is
they're
the
meant to
shit.
be bad movies.
No, I'm looking at films distributed by Trauma. This is not all of them. BC Butcher, Beware Children at Play, Blood Junkie, Blood Sucking Freaks, Cannibal the Musical, the Class of Nuke High series.
Cannibal Musical is a great one. It's done by the guys who did
This one apparently.
South Park.
Dumpster Baby.
Do it?
Yes, the guys who did South Park did that.
Hanging
Blackstone
Woman,
Trademark
Hectic
Yes.
Knife,
If you've never seen it, it's great.
I haven't.
Killer Condom, Lust for Freedom, Mad Dog Morgan,
It's about the Dahmer family? Is that what it's called? The ones that were on the trail or whatever.
Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead,
Yeah, I couldn't find that
Rabid
one.
Grannies, Redneck Zombies. Just
Redneck Zombies. That's a good one too.
there's absolutely nothing in any of these that I want to see.
Cannibal the Musical.
This
Trey, you like musicals? That'd be right up your alley there.
I do like musicals.
I never want to see this movie again.
Good. Next week we'll do Heaven Help Us.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. It's a good movie.
Okay, Heaven Help Us.
Heaven Help Us.
So apparently we're doing Heaven Help Us next week.
He just stopped and Bill was like,
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like in the 60s or 70s, like kids like in a Catholic boys' school in like New York
Heaven
City.
help us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's solid. It's a good cast.
What happened? I thought you were going to do
There's a
an
lot of-
episode of
I know.
Wait, another day.
Well, I mean, Tucker's not gonna like what I say about the episode, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Is this a movie?
yeah. Heaven Help Us.
Okay, apparently there's a TV series too.
Nah.
Okay, so this is the Heaven Help Us movie
Yeah.
from 1985.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're doing next week. Anything you guys got?
Nope.
All right.
No.
Well, on behalf of the Guys Review, my name is Tucker. Thank you for listening. Have a good week.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, no outro music today.